It's clear and obvious that there is a big problem. The kind of remarks that were allegedly made by former Assistant Police Chief Newsom, that's a very disturbing statement.
An Austin police detective is suing the city and former Assistant Police Chief Justin Newsom, alleging institutional racism for denying him transfers because he's African American. This all came to light after Newsom retired last month, right after accusations of him using racial slurs came to light. Detective LaMarcus Wells' attorney spoke with CBS Austin reporter Tristan Balagtas. She is here now in the studio. And Tristan, he says Wells was denied prestigious positions because he's African American.
Yes, Adela, he says he was denied transfers where he would gain necessary experience so he could be promoted. And after the racist comments allegedly made by Newsom became public, Wells' attorney says it all started to make sense.
It's clear and obvious that there is a big problem.
Attorney Dan Ross says the Austin Police Department can no longer hide the institutional racism that goes on behind closed doors at its headquarters.
The kind of remarks that were allegedly made by former Assistant Police Chief Newsom, those are very disturbing statements that he allegedly made and are a window into some of the thinking that goes on at the Austin Police Department.
Ross represents Detective LaMarcus Wells, an 11-year African-American veteran of APD. After applying for 11 transfers within the department in 8 years, Ross says he finally figured out why he was being overlooked despite being qualified. After accusations of Newsom using racial slurs to describe African Americans became public, he says it all started to make sense.
It absolutely devastated him. And he started to put together why it is that over the years that he's worked on the force, as a highly loved and highly decorated officer, why it was he could never transfer up.
The lawsuit states because African Americans are denied transfers to highly desired positions in certain units, APD currently has no African American commanders, assistant chiefs, chief of staff, or chief of police.
There are 18 commanders, each commander over a unit. And all of those 18 commanders are, well, they're not African American. So they are Caucasian and perhaps Hispanic, but no blacks.
Wells hopes to bring about change and is seeking restitution for being denied opportunities to move up. Now, Ross says he sees this case going to trial within a year, but there's also a possibility this could be resolved outside of trial. Tristan Balagtas, CBS Austin News.